So today we want to talk about on the episode how to retire in real estate. Is it even possible? What do you need to do? What are those steps you need to take? But before we begin, would you click the subscribe button below, click the notification bell. Also reach out to me anytime you need anything on calendly.com/Mike Nelson IHG. You'll see that down below. Reach out to me, schedule a time to talk about anything you wish to desire around real estate or anything else. So the $1 million question I think we don't look at as new real estate agents is, how do I set up a retirement plan? I mean, I'm so busy focused on getting the sales, the transactions, learning what I don't know. Or I've also seen senior agents in their 20, 30 years into the business and they don't have anything. They have a database, maybe, right? That's if they're lucky. What is a database worth? I don't know, right? That's usually what I see people do when they get to retirement is they're like, well, I have a database I can sell. Cool. If I'm looking to buy that database and take over that business, if you will, I don't know how much that database is worth. You could tell me you got 10,000 people in that database and I'm like, okay, 9,900 of that just internet leads, and therefore it's not as valuable as if you had a sphere of influence of 900 people. You know, I think a lot of people just go down that path and not really have a plan on how to retire, how to cash out after their decades-long career in real estate. So one thing that EXP is exciting to me that brings to the table is an agent equity program. So essentially you get I think it's a 10% discount on the shares up to 5% of your check. And so with that being said, you basically are able to, just do transactions. Once you do the transactions, you basically are able to just take that discount based on a percentage of your check, almost like corporation 401k plan. And basically every deal that you do, you're just putting away money into stock. Now it has to be 3 years before you can touch it and be vested in the company. However, why did corporations go to 401k plans? Because they wanted to give some more benefits to the people of their company. In their case, it's a similar concept that they were contributing money out of their pocket. However, corporations were matching it. While EXP is not matching it, they are giving it to you at a discount. So it's kind of similar concept, just a little bit different. So, it's stock money. I look at it as a tool in my chest for retirement. And if I do enough transactions, hopefully that tool chest turns into a treasure chest, if you will. And so that's kind of my plan, right? That's just one arm of it, though. I don't think you should be all in on one strategy, though. So what else are we looking at to be able to retire? The rev share piece is massive for EXP. If you're bringing people into the company, we won't get into that. We have a whole nother video on the specifics of how that rev share program works. However, if you can build that up to, 6-digit type rev share opportunities a year, that may and or should outpace your production in the past. You're spending less money to be able to attract that income level. Therefore, there's another opportunity for you to grow some retirement income off to the side. Outside of that, what I usually see people do is they feel like they can come in, they do the production, and they're just transaction based. That's the reality of real estate, is it's all transaction based. So therefore, you look at it as, all right, if I don't do any business next year, am I worth anything? I'm not, right? Because I may or may not have invested into other strategies. If I'm truly just focused on real estate, all I'm looking at is transactions. Now, yes, the transaction financials are pretty solid in what we are able to do in our business. However, again, if you do no deals for a year, you don't have any money coming in. So there's other things we'll talk about on this channel in the future for wealth building type strategies, which is investing in properties, utilizing some cash flow opportunities through either rentals or home ownership, second income properties, things of that nature. So, but for today, I really wanted to kind of push the fact that EXP gives you some additional wealth strategies to build, and just by doing your transactions, you're able to do that. The other things that I would seriously encourage you to do is really hone in on your database, really minimizing your database to really structure it so that you have high quality leads in there and not just a billion different leads. If you have high quality leads and you want to perhaps at some juncture turn your business over to somebody or sell it to somebody, that's going to be a lot more valuable than if you just had a bunch of junk leads in there. You need to be able to show somebody you're selling your database to. How many deals came out of that database? How strong are the connections that you have with the people in the database? A lot of documentation around a bunch of notes and things like that. So there's a book that you can read, and we'll maybe do that on a future video, called like The Golden Handoff. Golden Handoff is about acquiring somebody else through a partnership and giving them some referral income as they're departing the business, yet they're still engaged into their business as they're turning it over to you. Because what I see a lot of times with this person sells their database to this person, well, the people were too aligned with the previous person who owned the business, and a lot of those clients jump ship. If there's not a good merge or handoff, then it's not as successful. So anyways, I just want to talk to you a little bit about retirement today, what that looks like. I think you should also be playing into several other things. I think you should be getting into some of the precious minerals. I think you should be getting into having the reserves built up for your business. I think there's other things that you should be doing, like doing rental properties. I think there's things you should be doing like equity based, even though I'm more of a cash flow guy. You really want that monthly cash flow coming in. So a lot of opportunities in this business, and I've really discovered that after 8 or 9 years into the business, and also just being around like-minded people that are super successful, that are working at these levels already. They're able to teach us a lot of what's out there and what they're doing because they've been there and they've done that. So pretty cool stuff. Today, like I said, was really about, is it possible to retire in real estate? The answer is yes. The answer is, what are you doing in order to make that happen? If you're just focused on your transactions, it's gonna be a tougher deal to retire out of. However, if you're taking that money out of your transactions and reinvesting those into other opportunities, you're using EXP for stock, you're using EXP for the rev share to build that, then you have a much easier transition into retirement where your money's actually working for you and you're not having to work for your money. So hopefully that was helpful today for you. Go ahead and click on the subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit me up if you have any questions. It's calendly.com/Mike Nelson IG. Thanks.